Yo dudes, and welcome back to The Quest. I want to take some time to flex me and my fiance's apartment and talk some dev stuff while we're here. Now, I found this apartment really quick before I could even afford a security deposit and used my last paychecks from Stewart's, the place I worked at prior to moving, and sold all of my Switch games and all my games. I generally could. Pokemon really hit hard. I sold Pokemon games knowing I had shinies on there. And other than only Pokemon. But it is what it is. I couldn't take away my mom's anymore. I love her. And my two younger siblings, they're Kari and Max. But the other two older siblings made my life actually just hell. From physical confrontations to where it just wasn't safe for me or my fiance to visit. So I couldn't. My mom was put in a tight spot and was also getting bullied in her own home as well. So shout out to Corey for helping her out. The people say the man is shady, but he's really good to my younger siblings and told me to get the fuck out of his place and somewhere better. So now I'm working at a shitty gas station and making something awesome. One of two people in my entire life have actually pushed me to make games and have a better future, not just told me to go kill myself. Get a better life than a 9-to-5 life. And I'm here now, so obviously I took those words to heart. Still working at a gas station, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. So it wasn't the best apartment in the world, but I had an agreement with the landlord I could modify it to an end. So we patched up some of the holes in the walls, and trust me, they were pretty much like holes in the walls. So plastic wood is actually a miracle fixing tool. And then we painted the walls pink because of my fiance. But gray trim. And some monochromatic furniture, as you can see. It's pretty evident for yourself. You guys can see. But yeah. So, my studio area is coming along pretty good. We have a stick and peel, high quality brick wallpaper for the kitchen because Coffee Talk by Doge Productions hit me really hard with that aesthetic. I just looked at that aesthetic, I started playing that game, looked at my fiance, and I was like, we're getting wallpaper that looks like this. And she was like, okay, Chief, you do you. And thanks to the stimulus money and some investments and long overnights at the gas station, I bought us all the furniture that we had. And we got some nice stuff too. We needed some much needed downtime. Some decent meals at a cafe, Burger King, wherever. Some nice clothes, etc. That's actually I got these shirts. And then I bought my siblings, my Kari and Max, I bought them 2 Switch Lights, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we've had a rough time. I tried to help a friend out prior, an old friend as it was now, as it would be said, an ex-friend. We tried to help her out, but it just wasn't working out. But that was a rough situation, and now we're here. So within a month, we've completely changed the look of everything. We just went, maxed everything out quickly. So, thank you government stimulus, that helped a lot. I still spend too much time at Duncan, writing these scripts for videos like this, and coding, and just making games in general. Something about seeing life just pass by is inspiring. I sold my gaming desktops, including my HP Omen that I've had since my 2nd semester of game design. Yeah. I let it go despite of the history that it had with me. And it doesn't fit the future picture no more. I'm always on the go, always doing something somewhere else. And I'm planning on buying a motorcycle this year or next to travel around and develop games on the go as well. Plus, me and my fiance are aiming to have a tiny house made in the next few years. So something that can be moved around and set up quickly anywhere is, best for my lifestyle. Sometimes it's not about the power or the cost, but rather does it fit my life. So I got a new laptop that I cannot show you right now. Actually, I will show you. Yes. I'm buying a maxed out Alienware laptop next year because I'm kind of that kind of special. And it's a childhood dream. My mom actually bought me an Alienware laptop once, but I broke it because I didn't know how to take care of it. I burned the fans in it. But these days, we struggle with motivation as we're always working, and when I'm not working, I'm still working. And I'm supposed to be working on Shiba Quest, but depression hits like a fighter, and it hurts. And these days, I'm not sure what I want to be in life. Do I want to be like a bad boy biker, or just a cute e-boy making video games and dev videos online? I just want people to see me and like see my pain, see the old age in my eyes, man. Like, see the age there, and then smile, and then see my smile, you know, and know like I made it through this stuff. So like you can too, like motivate yourself. Use this as motivation. Give people a strength, you know. I enjoy talking to some of the addicts and homeless people that come to the store at night when they're chill, you know. Fuck the assholes who shoot up in the bathrooms and destroy everything and come in drunk and push everything off the shelves and threaten us. I hope they get better, but like, I hate you guys. Some days, you know, I feel weak. Some days I feel strong. I'm just trying to, you know, do me. Try to grow as a person inside. Grow into a person that not only can my little sister like look up to, like a wise man once said, the devil's in my phone trying to talk, but I'm not up for conversation. So like, my future kid can also look up to me. People in the future, so I can look up to myself in the future. Dad, like, damn, I want to look back and go, you know what? You had it right. You're going places, obviously. I don't want to be like, dude, you were just cringe, man. You were just cringe. You were going nowhere. You were doing all the wrong things. Just shut the fuck up and focus. I don't want to have to think like that in the future about myself now. So, one word of advice: no matter how much happens in life, you know, be humble and decent. Help others when you can. But when someone tries to show them the strength when someone tries to use you, you know, show them the strength inside. Because being strong isn't carrying a knife or a gun or going around and yelling and, you know, acting like a big boy. Like, that just really shows how insecure you actually are about everything about you. It's just poor manners, it's poor behavior. It just shows you that you're weak. So, you know, like, be the weak person and take it with stride, you know. I promise you, especially for guys that feel they need to pull up their fist or shoulder strength. The most regrettable moment I'm learning lesson of my life for me was when my one brother pushed me into the couch, and then I stood up and he pulled up his fist. Despite him being like 3 times my size, I don't care. If you pull up fists, I'll fight back. I don't give a shit. I fought in big men. I don't care. I fought black belts. I did martial arts. It hurt a lot, but like, if I can stand my ground with a black belt martial artist that is multiple martial arts, I don't think some little bitch off the streets can really scare me that much. So, you know, I do what anyone does. I just, you know, lunged at him and we fought at my mom's house. But then, you know, I saw the look on my little sister's face, my little brother Max. It was horror, just like screaming and crying and horror. And I realized this wasn't the way, you know, we're making the biggest mistakes of our lives right now. And after that, I just, you know, I just stopped. I could have won, and it could have sat there and kept fighting. I could have been like, I'm the big boy here, but like, there's just no winners in that. There are no winners. There's only losers. Only people losing more of themselves than they can actually afford to lose. I'd rather see rather my younger siblings and my future kid to be able to look up at me with some respect and see how my father was this big scary man to be scared of, but see me as the opposite of that. Because those kinds of people aren't scary or strong. They're just weak. And I've been there. I've been pulled up my fist too many times. I faced the wrong edge of a knife too many times. I felt the terrifying metal of the barrel once. And I've seen hell and felt the flames. And it's just not worth it. Any of it. All you get is damage. And then once you get the damage, you just go from all cool, I'm a little damaged boy, it's strong, to just you wish you could repair it, but you just find out you can't. You can duct tape it together and hope it sticks, but that's about it. So I don't do it. Stay weak, because that's how you really enjoy life. Now though, while our little pink house of dreams is not finished, we're constantly working on it, and working on funding our actual pink house of dreams in the future. I'm working on game dev stuff with some friends and myself, which is pretty typical. For Shiba Quest, I'm trying to pull myself up to get working on it and make it a really fun, short game. For Roguestars, I want to work on that project as soon as possible as such a good and fantastic possible of an outcome. People were enjoying it. People were asking me about if I was going to keep working on it, and I really want to keep working on it. It would be a fantastic game to work on. I really enjoyed working on it when I had the chance to, when I was with the Game Jam. And there's one super special project I'm working on with someone from the start of my adventure. We've never really been friends per se, but he's seen me go from the bottom to wherever I am now. And I respect him. This won't be revealed for probably a few years, for a while. I don't know, we'll see how things go. This is we need a publisher level big, or I need to get a lot of money, a bigger team together. It's just putting it lightly. It's kind of like everyone's favorite 30s detective game. And that's all I'm gonna put there, Chief. But I'm also working on the next Turtle project for the Godot Goes 2D course, of course. If you haven't seen the other ones I put out yet, I designed them like a college course. I broke everything down so videos are very specific and focus on a little amount of things. This will hopefully help people out, especially if the projects break down, they'll know exactly where to look. And not just, here's a 30-minute video, find the part where I go over the specific section of that. So I did this way, and I think it'll work out a lot better. There's actual game design in this course as well. I actually have whole sections of videos where it's just game design. I go over game design pretty frequently, just a big part of game development and design, is game design. And, there's also going to be text versions in case you prefer text with visuals or are hearing impaired. I might also just audio record for those as well, just to make sure that everyone that I can be as accessible as possible, really. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on life talk and where I'm at now, and a little info in the future, plans, no deadline, just plans. I'm gonna put a deadline down, things just go to the ground. I'll get insane amounts of progress done on something, I'll give it a deadline, and then it just falls through. It just feels like a test, and I always fail tests. So, no deadlines, just plans, as of right now. And I really hope I can get everything done. So, if you enjoy this kind of videos, hit like. And it'll help boost my algorithm presence. Plus tell me people actually, want this kind of content and aren't just going, well, no one cares. So, that's always helpful. And if you don't like them, then dislike, because honesty is needed to grow. And maybe even leave a comment why you don't like it, or DM me on Twitter. Because is far more helpful to know why people don't like a video, what's wrong with it. You know, if you tell an artist that their art painting sucks and nothing else, they're just gonna keep painting the same thing in different variations, trying to figure out what went wrong, when it could have just been like the subject painted. It could have just been the paint they had used was just poor quality paint. No one knows, because no one said anything. And if you're feeling this style of content is for you, hit subscribe and join the community, because it's, you know, it's important to grow. So have a great day, dudes. Even if you're looking towards the void, the abyss, pull yourself up and put on a good song and, you know, motivate yourself. I believe in you. We all believe in you. And at the end of the day, you gotta believe in yourself too. Because if you can't believe in yourself, who else is gonna be able to? Best good luck enough.